Hi, my name's Phil Hassey, and I'm here from capioIT to talk to Zoho about its investments in Australia. Would you like to introduce yourself and your role at Zoho?
Sure. I'm Rakesh Prahakar. I'm the General Manager for Zoho Australia and New Zealand.
Thanks for joining us. Exciting time for technology, a lot happening in technology. What's the sort of focus for Zoho in the Australian marketplace? You've been here a while now and you've established yourself. Every time I catch a tram in Sydney, I see a Zoho flashing past me. So really interested in understanding where the business is at in Australia.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks for validating that's money well spent. The focus area for us in Australia as a market, I think we are trying to add more AI functions and features into our existing products.
Yeah.
Numerous AI functions and features. We've been dabbling with AIs for more than 10 years now, and they have been included in our products. But in the last few years, we've doubled down on our AI strategy. We've done quite a bit, and we're including quite a few functionalities to make each application, be it our sales, our marketing, our accounting platforms. In each of these, we are adding more functionalities and features that are AI-based and AI-driven.
That's great, and that's obviously a key investment. One concern that people or organisations I talk with is about sticker shock.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing billions being spent on AI globally by organisations. How are you managing that sticker shock for your clients?
Customer value is a key focus area for us. I think it's one of the ethos of Zoho as an organization. We focus on driving value for our customers and our employees. We are a private firm, zero investment, completely bootstrapped.
Yeah.
So we do not have any investors or rollouts that we need to answer. So this helps us to invest in a lot in R&D. And because of this, what we can do is we can ensure that the input costs are low, and this in turn ensures that the output cost is low. To answer your question, so what we do is we try to invest in AI, but not everything in AI. There's a lot of hype. I'm sure you agree.
Every day.
Right? I haven't been to an event in the past 2 years wherein they haven't mentioned or they have had a few sessions on AI.
Yeah.
Right. So what we try to do is we try to, steer clear from the hype and look for real world scenarios that AI can solve and give real world gains. Because only if we can do that, then we can sustainably deliver AI into our customers' environments. And when we want to do this, and the scalable way to do it is by ensuring that the subscription cost does not go up. So whatever is the subscription that our current customers are paying, the AI functionality would be included in that.
Yeah, it's a different approach we're seeing from larger firms we all know about. And I guess it means that the benefits are almost incremental. Clients almost don't even realize they're using AI when they're using the AI because it's being built in and it's being tested and tried around the world.
Absolutely. See, for any customer to realize and understand that they are using AI, there are two ways. One, they need to see it function, or this second thing is I need to bill them for it.
Yeah.
Right. So we're taking the second part out of the question. So now we made it harder for ourselves to convince our customers that, hey, you know what, we're delivering all this value, all these capabilities with the help of AI. And that's what we try to do in such events, wherein we try to tell them that, okay, these are the functionalities, but on the back end, there's a lot of AI that's working on these capabilities to deliver value. Something as simple as an email reaching your mailbox in Zoho Mail, right? So we have quite a lot of AI components that are working on the back end for anti-phishing, anti-spam filters. So all of this happen on the back end, which are AI-driven components, which are a part of our security stack, which is built into the application at no extra price. We don't nickel and dime our customers. We just include it into the subscription.
Again, they're going to get the benefits, and then they're going to realize that, wow, this technology's moved and we've been part of that without even having to actively be part of it because you're embedded into the software.
That's true. The way we want to keep it is that our customers do not realize it. The best implementation of AI is when it blends into the product. It's in the background. A customer wants to do some activity and it just gets done. Whether it's AI or any other technology, how does it matter to my customers? They just want the job done. I think that's what we care about. And I think as the hype dies down, customers will wake up to inflated bills.
Yeah.
And realize that, hey, you know what? Why am I paying for so much for AI capabilities, wherein probably 9 out of 10 are not solving real world problems. They're just hype. They're functions that I can live without. I believe that's pretty close. And then the value play comes in again.
Or the other question they'll ask themselves as enterprises and consumers is, what price have I just paid for my data? Yeah. So privacy of data is a big capability from a Zoho point of view, and that hasn't changed from an AI world.
I think the sticker shock is one, but more than that, it's data privacy.
Yeah.
Who has our data, and what do they do with the data? That's a crucial piece, and we see a lot of discussions on it, but it's not deep. Nobody's holding the vendors accountable, which will eventually happen.
Yeah.
Our stance all along has been, we are maniacal when it comes to data privacy and data security. We treat a customer data the way we treat our own data. We do not want anybody snooping through our data, right? So that's what we try to focus. And our AI principles are based on the same tenets. We want to ensure that we do not expose our customers to, LLMs that we are not sure on where they're from, where they process the data, where they store. If that's the case, we want to insulate our customers from those and rather give them access to LLMs that we build or any language models that we build, and that's what we want to do.
Yeah, you're removing that risk. You're removing that. You're helping them sleep at night, essentially.
That's a nice way to put it. But we feel that our customers are already busy running their businesses.
Yep.
And as a vendor, we need to ensure that some guardrails are provided by us for them to run their businesses.
Yeah, it's customer centric, not Wall Street centric.
Yes.
From a business use point of view, are you seeing the importance of collaboration as a tool? Is that something that you're seeing local organizations pick up on?
It's surprising, but yeah, we are seeing a massive uptick in our user count of a collaboration utility. I see people moving away from the incumbents. They want to try new software, and when they look at Zoho's mail or chat or whatever capabilities, right? What they see is that there is a refreshing change to the ones they've been using. So there is an alternative in the market, and people are not shying away from it. And once they try it, they get hooked on and they stay with us. And the good thing about Zoho's ecosystem is, you get them with one, they usually stay and they sample the others, and they start using us for a long period of time.
Yeah, and obviously Zoho One as a platform.
Yes.
Yeah, with over 50 apps, and I saw them on the board today, and there's a lot evolving in that. In the years I've known Zoho, hasn't been a static marketplace.
When we started out with Zoho One, I think we launched it in 2016. It had 35 applications.
Yeah.
Now we have more than 50 applications in Zoho One. And in those 50 applications, we've probably added
they've
hundreds of
increased so much feature and function.
In the last 2 years, I think we've added probably hundreds of AI components. At the end, we haven't bumped up the prices of Zoho One. I think it's lower than what inflation has done to a carton of milk, right? So that's what we try to focus on, delivering customer value, which is add more functionality, price these bundles aggressively, add more features into these bundles and into these products, wherein the value that a customer gets just continuously increases.
Yeah, and you're seeing obviously collaboration and sales and marketing as a organizational role that needs to work much more closely together. All organization roles need to work more closely together. Again, Zoho, are you seeing much interest from a Zoho capability in that sales marketing environment?
There are quite a few things that we see, or what we see in large enterprises versus mid-market and small to medium businesses. Similar storylines play out. You see collaboration utilities, and then you see sales and marketing. You want your teams to talk to each other, right? You do not want your sales and marketing teams to leave notes to each other on CRM.
Yeah.
They have to collaborate for them to be able to go
in real time,
right? And for them to be really productive, it needs to be well integrated with the communication platform. So it makes absolute sense in integrating these two platforms together. And we see quite a few customers do this. Now, it's about the discovery. Probably in the enterprise end, they discover our sales and marketing piece of software. In a SMB and mid-market, they discover collaboration utilities. But then they eventually outgrow and use other products within Akio.
And often, especially from the SMB, that's probably the first real collaboration tool that they proactively used. They may have had collaboration tools inherited, or forced upon them. It's one where they proactively use it, which helps with uptake and value generation.
With SMBs, what we've seen is in Zoho Australia, as well as in New Zealand, what we've seen is that Zoho One is a go-to product for SMBs. They take that, and what that does is it empowers them. They can try out all the products that are in there. So they no longer have to think about capabilities. They just go in and they try communication. They want to try marketing. They want to try business intelligence or building a custom app on their own. They have the flexibility to do it because they have Zoho One and it's a bundle of all applications together. So frees them up. They can sample as many applications as they want, and whatever is purpose fit, they use.
Yeah, it's an ease of use model, obviously, and under Zoho One in a similar, in one contract. So
yes.
Security, obviously, a lot of people probably don't realize the security heritage of Zoho in a lot of ways and Managed Engine. Interested in what you're seeing local customers' focus and capabilities and requirements from a security point of view.
We've been getting a lot of inquiries on data sovereignty.
Yeah.
Right. And these conversations were not that common a few years back.
No.
Right. It's picked up pace, and which is very great. I believe we should have more such conversations. All our customers should hold us accountable. They need to ask us, okay, where is the data held? Where is the data processed? Who has access to data and what levels of access?
Yeah.
I believe GDPR came out in 2018, 2019, something like that.
Yeah.
And when we rolled it out, what we realized was, hey, this makes a lot of sense, and it's not limited, and we should not limit it to the EU region alone. It makes sense for all the other regions. So using that as a framework, as a guideline, we stuck to the same security measures across geographies, and we rolled it out. So you'd find data centers in most geographies for Zoho, wherein data would be held in local countries. Even the DR, for Australia, we have both primary and the data disaster recovery both in Australia itself. So at no point your data leaves Australian shores.
One of the big issues in the Australian economy at the moment and New Zealand economy is productivity. We've seen the government try to be proactive about productivity. From a technology point of view, we know technology is a really strong driver of productivity. So interested in what you're seeing with clients and how Zoho's reacting to that productivity requirements here.
I think AI is the answer for productivity gains. We see a lot of shadow adoption of AI across the board. And I think this needs to be made mainstream. And for it to be made mainstream, you need to have security guidelines, you need to have policies, regulations in place. And that's when you'd have full adoption of AI. But when I talk about productivity gain, then I'm talking about use cases that are menial, that need to be automated, that requires a lot of time that a human spends, that those are the activities that we need to probably give as tasks to AI to solve. That's where the productivity gains are. We need to free up human effort, human labor, so that we can focus on the larger ideas and go after that.
And that focus on freeing up human labor doesn't mean people losing jobs. It means people being more efficient and more effective in the jobs they're doing because they've got the tools available.
Absolutely. For anybody to be really proactive, right? If somebody is consumed by doing one activity for 9 to 10 hours a day, you can't expect the best and the brightest ideas from them. You need to free them up. You need to see what are the activities that we spend that consume most amounts of our effort, which we might not enjoy. If we could get an AI assistant, you can call it an AI agent, call it whatever you want. If AI comes in and it solves that for us, using the rest of the time, we'd be able to be more productive in our, not just in our jobs, but even in our personal life. We'd be way more effective. And that's what I believe the Australian government wants through productivity commissions and all that. They're trying to see how humans or how people in Australia can be more productive, not just in work environment, but overall productivity. I believe with AI and the right use cases, if we solve the right use cases and don't fall for hype, I believe AI would ensure that the quality of life will go up by a huge margin in Australia.
And we see with every piece of technology adoption, we used to have to go into a bank.
Yeah.
And for a simple transaction, simple withdrawal of $5, we had to have to go to the bank.
Yes.
Now, we never go into a bank.
Yeah.
It's just the natural evolution of the technology.
Did that mean banking has come down?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Exactly right.
It's grown exponentially. From what I understand, the Australian banking sector is one of the most profitable ones across the globe.
Yes. Well regulated.
Yeah.
Profitable, but well regulated. Well, reasonably regulated. Yeah. It's not over regulated, it's not under regulated. So there's a consistency. And any of your bank is going to be there in 12, 24 months.
Absolutely.
Which is the sort of thing we need from a technology point of view, to know that they're going to keep investing. All businesses across the country are going to keep investing.
I think the key word here is well regulated.
Yes.
As long as it's well regulated, as long as there are enough guardrails and we focus on real world challenges, AI will help us become extremely proactive.
Yeah. And I think the education, I think we as a country need to be educated more about AI, because you see the headlines. It's obviously dominated. We see from our personal and social media the impacts of AI, and we don't really understand that. We do need to make a better plan of how we educate we need to do a better plan about how we educate Australia and New Zealand citizens on Gen AI in their business and personal lives.
Yeah. I believe in a business context, I think it would be very hard for any business owner to do all of this by themselves.
Yeah.
And that's where a technology vendor such as Zoho come in, and we need to do some heavy lifting for them, and we need to give them AI in a consumable fashion, which ensures that data integrity, data sovereignty, security, all of that is handled, and they can get the benefits of productivity gains in the solutions.
One of the unique things about Zoho is headquarters are in Adelaide in South Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Most tech company headquarters are in Sydney or Melbourne. Just interested on the different perspective that gives you for the Australian marketplace, being based outside of George Street in Sydney.
I think Zoho always believed that with really good internet connectivity and a laptop, you should be able to run a profitable software business, right? And with Adelaide, you get world-class facilities. It's the capital of a state, and you have access to amazing people, and there are enough world-class educational institutions there. So you have ready talent. It's easy to hire, easy to train, easy to retain, and it's easy to service entire Australia. It's at the center of Australia, right? So it makes a lot of sense for us to work out of Adelaide, and it's been a good place to grow the team. We've grown exponentially. We've come close to 30 employees now, so over the past 3 years. So
it's part of the Zoho culture as well. As an organisation, headquarters, you've got a chairman who could not be more geographically remote from a head office or from Wall Street.
Yeah, the company founder, he believes that as an organization, we need to focus on taking high value tech jobs all over the place. So we have back in India and even in US, we have offices in probably tier 2, tier 3 cities. We do have a presence in a major city as well, but then we do focus on these tier 2, tier 3 cities, because what we've realized is instead of moving people to where jobs are, it's easier to take jobs where people are, because people, when they relocate, they leave their ties to the place and they have to form new ties. It's not an easy thing to do. And for us, we genuinely care about employee well-being and makes amazing business sense. Go to a place like Adelaide, set up an office, and you have so many people who want to work with us. Solves problems for both of us.
Yeah, as someone who has done a lot of work on regional development, it actually makes, it's great to have that, bring the jobs to the people rather than the people to the jobs.
Yeah.
It matters in Australia, it matters in India, it matters in the US.
And it's a great conversation starter during networking, because if you just tell that, hey, you know what, I'm an IT firm and I'm based out of Adelaide, the first person, why?
Yes, why? How long for? When? Who made that decision? No, I think it's a great initiative. And I've seen it in action in India and in the United States as well.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for that, Rakesh. Really interesting and varied discussion. And, as we've discussed, AI is really going to drive productivity in this country. So thank you for your time.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you.